the same painstaking care of a Bill Blass, a Halston, or a Calvin Klein. Excessive time and money are spent on color combinations, materials, and design patterns. Now, the NFL's desire to look good has dated back to the league's early years. However, some of the uniform decisions by yesterday's fashion-conscious owners and coaches would have made today's prominent clothes designers turn in their tape measure.
While the Denver Broncos of 1960 and 1961 didn't have much sock, their socks made them distinctive. But when Jack Faulkner saw this unsightly footwear, he put his foot down.
Well, I became the head coach and general manager in 1962, and I saw what were going to be the uniforms, and that was the striped socks with the brown pants and the yellow jerseys and all that. So I said, well, now we're going to start something new here. We got to get rid of this crap, because it was horrendous. I mean, the players the year before collected money to give to the general manager, Dean Griffin, give him enough money to at least get rid of the socks. And he didn't get rid of the socks. So when I got there, I decided we're going to get rid of the whole damn thing. So we had a bonfire one night at one of our preseason games, brought all the damn uniforms. We saved, about 4 or 5 pair of the socks, and we burned every damn one of them, and people loved it.
The Pittsburgh Steelers' first uniforms resembled prison garb, but whoever designed their late 1960s outfits truly belonged behind bars. In these get-ups, the Steelers looked like models for some half-mad surrealist painter. And when they got down into a three-point stance, many opponents expected them to say trick or treat.
We played in Dallas on Halloween one time, and I went on the radio at halftime, and the announcer asked me, did you bring out these jerseys just for this game because it's Halloween?
These pumpkin-colored pushovers closed out the 60s by finishing at the bottom of their division for 4 consecutive seasons. Their uniforms were not for the stylish, and their style of play was not for the squeamish.
It's bad enough to be with a bad team, but when the other players are laughing at your uniforms, it's even worse.
Dirt and mud actually improved these uniforms.
I know that NFL Films really liked our jerseys because they were unique. Maybe not too good, but unique.
Sharp Electronics presents.
Ago, 49er quarterback Joe Montana underwent back surgery that was supposed to end his season and possibly his career. But Montana miraculously returned 2 weeks ago against the Cardinals and threw 3 touchdown passes in a 43-17 win. He followed that performance by throwing for over 400 yards in a 14-6 loss to the Redskins on Monday night. While Montana's statistics have been impressive, it's his comeback spirit that deserves all the applause. In a time when many fans have come to doubt a professional athlete's motivation and competitive nature, Joe Montana continues to display the courage and character that have typified his football career.
Okay, drift right tight, Z motion left, T78, X hook, on 2. Ready?
Quarterback Joe Montana has taken the imaginative ideas of San Francisco 49ers head coach Bill Walsh and turned them into world championships twice. Time after time, his unflappability has been well chronicled, and so has his ability. Number 16 brought an athletic grace to a position that was famous for its pocket-passing statues, and no other NFL quarterback beats you in so many different ways. But for all of his physical talents, what Joe Montana does best is win, something he has been doing since his days at Notre Dame. Montana began his college career as a last-string quarterback before leading the Fighting Irish to a national championship his sophomore year in 1977. Though Montana, number 3, spent much of the next 2 seasons in head coach Dan Devine's doghouse, he still managed to earn a reputation as a mobile and accurate passer. Joe seemed to play his best when it counted most, something that was evident on a sub-zero New Year's Day in the 1979 Cotton Bowl. Against the Houston Cougars in his final college game, Montana showcased his many skills. But by halftime, the bitter cold had taken its toll.
We came in from halftime. I just got the chills and couldn't stop shaking. And so they didn't let me go back out. My temperature was, I think, 96 at the time.
I remember him drinking a cup of chicken soup, and I had him in blankets, and he was just shivering. You know, you could see him shivering and shaking. And, no one thought he was going to be back out.
We checked his temperature occasionally. It was coming up gradually. But the other problem was that as he was doing all this, we were hearing crowd noise. And as much as there was a home crowd, we knew that wasn't for us. So he heard that noise, and he picked up the dish and just drank the rest of it right out of the bowl. Forgot the spoon.
Trailing 34-12, Joe ignited a furious rally that brought the Fighting Irish to within a touchdown. Then in the final seconds, this quarterback, who literally had ice water in his veins, completed one of the greatest comebacks in college football history by leading his team to victory 35-34. But even after Joe gained the nickname Comeback Kid for his dramatics at Notre Dame, NFL scouts weren't sold on his consistency or arm strength. In fact, he might have been overlooked in the draft had it not been for an almost accidental tryout by 49ers head coach Bill Walsh, who quickly designed ways to utilize Montana's versatility. After a year in the shadow of record-setting 49er quarterback Steve DeBerg, at mid-season in 1980, Montana was given the starting assignment. The rest is, as they say, history.
Tough freeze to split about 6 or 7 yards on this thing, and then get his up that field, and you watch that safety, okay? Okay.
Montana's accuracy and maneuverability stretched a defense beyond its limits. But he began earning national acclaim for his unique ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. In 1980, San Francisco trailed the New Orleans Saints 35-7 at halftime, before Joe led the 49ers back to win in overtime 38-35. It was the greatest comeback in NFL history, the stuff legends are made of, and Joe Montana's was just beginning.
He wasn't a great player at Notre Dame just by passing through town. His greatness shows up. It showed up there, and it showed up since he probably first put on a male supporter.
In 1981, this Houdini with a rifle escaped often enough and shot straight enough to lead the 49ers to the best record in football. Then in the NFC Championship against the Dallas Cowboys, the 49ers trailed by 6 points and needed to go 88 yards for victory. But by now, fans were thoroughly familiar with Joe's penchant for saving lost causes with fourth quarter heroics.
Oh, a bin pass, halfback fan, or corner. He's going to break up and break into the corner. Okay. You got it? If you don't get what you want, you'll just simply throw the ball away. Okay. You know what I mean? Hold it, not there, away it goes.
Everything hangs in the balance now. The season, the outcome of the Super Bowl berth hangs in the balance. He has the ball. Montana rolling out the right, looking toward the end zone, throwing under pressure, throws his pass, caught by Clark. Clark got a touchdown. Clark has it. It's a touchdown for the 49ers.
Montana capped off his first season as a starting NFL quarterback by leading San Francisco to victory over the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl 16. He was the game's most valuable player, a distinction he also earned in Super Bowl 19 while routing the Miami Dolphins.